I always like to, every now and then, just mix it up a little bit with some yoga. So if we do a, a really strong core work, then I probably will drop us into a nice stretch for the abdominals. I'm going to use a blanket to sit on. We'll start seated. And we are ready to go. You're going to take your shoulders, roll them up towards your ears, back and down. So we're going to inhale up, exhale down. So inhale up, exhale back and down. A couple more times. Inhale up, exhale back and down. And one more time. Inhale up, get rid of that stress. Exhale back and down. So we'll reverse. So arms, shoulders back. So you're drawing the shoulder blades together. Crunch them up towards the ears and then roll them down. So back, up, forward, and down. Perfect. Back, up, forward, and down. One more time. Back, up, forward, and down. Good job. So we're going to do a little bit of a back bend. So I'm going to go sideways and you can stay facing, but we'll take the legs out straight and just bring the fingertips back behind you. So draw the shoulder blades together, pull the belly in, and just take a small lift of the chest. So this should feel really good. We want to broaden through the chest, broaden through the collarbone, and then lift that sternum up. Just stay here for 3 deep breaths. Very good. One more full breath. And now we'll go ahead and walk the hands back up to the hips. And I'd like you to slide your feet onto the mat and keeping your feet and your knees and your hips in alignment. Let's go ahead and hold onto the shin. And we're going to sit up very tall. We're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to pull the belly in and round through the spine. And now inhale, ground your feet, lift your chest. So it's like a little cat-cow. So we're going to round the back, pull the belly in, rounding. Now inhale, come up onto the top of the sit bones, lift your chest. A couple more times. Exhale, tucking in, cat stretch. And now inhale, lift your heart into our cow. This one we'll go ahead and roll all the way back. So take a deep breath here. As you exhale, we're going to go halfway down. So halfway down and hold. Hold, hold, hold here. Belly is engaged. And go ahead and now grab the back of your legs and let's roll all the way onto our back. Very good. So we're going to just get the low back connected to the floor. So tuck the navel in and just hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. So full wind pose. And close your eyes for a moment. Just relax the low back. Feel the mid back connecting now. We're going to come into what we call leg arcs or toe taps. So you're going to lift your hips and slide your hands underneath your back. And now that's not necessary. It's just a way to kind of support the sacrum a little bit. So take one knee at a time into that tabletop position. We'll start by pointing our toes, and we want the knees just a little bit over the hips. And so you want to keep that 90-degree angle. You're going to tap the toe down. You're only moving from the hip joint, and then you're coming back up. So we tap the opposite foot down, and then come back up. So we're going to tap for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring both knees up. Let's flex your feet. Now it'll be more of a heel tap. So let's try the heel. Let's tap that down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more set. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful. Bring both feet down. Let's lift your hips up. Slide the hands away. Bring your arms into a T. And now you're going to take one knee at a time, back up into that table position. And we'll keep the knees, your inner thighs together. I'd like a little cervical nod. And then get the mid back to settle into the floor. Now palms are down. You're going to drop both knees to the right. Your head goes to the left. And then we pull the belly in as we come back to center. And then knees to the opposite direction. And now come back. Good. Knees to the other side. And now come back. And now drop the knees. Other side. Good. And then just kind of go at your own pace. Go side to side, rolling from the mid back. And rolling to the side of your hip, back to center, and then rolling to the opposite hip. And this is all very controlled. And I would like to add on what we call an extension. So what we're going to do is we'll do 3 knee drops, and then we're going to pause on the third one, and then you're going to extend the legs out. So I know our legs aren't completely warmed up yet, but extend out just enough that you feel a little bit of a stretch. Okay, so you're going to drop your knees to one side. So here's 3, back to center. Here's 2, pull to center. Now you're going to hold this side, send the legs out, bend the knees, and come back in. Good. Drop the knees to the side. Here's 3, back to center. Here's 2, back to center. Now you're going to hold to the other side. Keep the belly strong. Extend the legs out. Bend the knees. Come back together. Good job. Drop the knees. Head to the opposite direction. Back to center. To the other side. Come back to center. Now you drop just a little bit. You're holding onto the side. Pull the belly in as you extend the legs out. Bend the knees. Come back to center. One more time. Drop the knees to one side. Good. Back to center. To the opposite side. Come back to center. Let's hold right here. Extend the legs and come back to center. Good work. Hug the knees in. Actually, we'll do the crisscross. So let's take the knees over the hips, shin parallel to the floor. Interlock fingers behind the head. So supporting the back of the neck, elbows are wide. You're going to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to scoop and lift. Elbows out wide, and then right elbow to left knee, and then we're going to switch. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more set. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful job. So we're going to go ahead and let's roll over to our side, and you're going to use your hand to push up. So let's first start out with a yoga pose. And give our back a little more love. So we're going to take the blanket to the mat, and your big toes are touching. Knees are as wide as your mat. And we're going to walk those hands out and just come into a little child's pose. So forehead comes down. And just taking another full breath. We're going to slowly come up into our tabletop position. So spread the fingers really wide, and from the thumbs pressing down into the thumb, index finger, and all the way out to the pinky. I'm going to have you flex your feet today. That just stabilizes the knees a little bit. You're going to take an inhale here in our tabletop. As you exhale, we're going to round the back and tuck the tailbone down, chin towards the sternum. And then elbows soften as you roll through the spine. Lift your tail and your heart. Look a little forward. So exhale, push the floor away, round the back. Tailbone is down. Inhale, articulate through that spine. Take your time lifting the sternum, lifting your tail. And exhale, start to roll. Open up those shoulder blades, push the floor away. And just one more time, inhale. Slowly roll through, lifting the chest, lifting the tail. Good, come back into that neutral spine. And we'll come into a little trunk stabilization. So you're gonna send your right leg out and lift the right leg. Try to keep both hip points parallel to the floor and reach the opposite arm and hold. Now really notice how the abdominals, really contract and engage here to balance. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, let's release your hand and knee down to the mat. Good, so we'll go to the other side, so send the opposite leg out. Spread those fingers, pull the belly in and lift the leg up. Good, reach the opposite arm and hold. So have that arm right next to your ear. Take another full breath. And now let's go ahead and release. So we're going to go side to side. So starting with right leg, left arm, reaching, and then come back to center. And then opposite arm and leg. Good, reaching. So here we go. Extend. Extend from that core. Opposite arm and leg, reach. Good, just 4 more. Right leg, left arm, reach. And now release. Good, opposite arm and leg, reach. Good, last 2. Reach. Inhale and release. And last one, reach. And now inhale and release. Good work. And we're going to lay on our side. And we'll do a little bit of the side leg series, so you can get rid of your blanket. You're going to stretch the arm across your mat and rest your head to the top arm. Let's make sure we stack our hips, and we can take both legs a little bit forward. Knees are stacking and hips are stacking. So we'll rest the hand to the floor. You're going to take the top leg out. And we'll do some small leg raises. So you're going to point and lift, and now flex and lower. Good, point and lift, and flex and lower. Good, point and lift, flex and lower. Good, point and lift, flex and lower. Good, 3 more, point and lift, flex and lower, point and lift, flex and lower, and one more time, point and lift, good, flex and lower. Now go ahead and point the toe, bring the leg back up even to your hip, and we'll do a little bit of a circle. So you're going to circle the leg, circle it forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more circle. Then we're going to pause and reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now flex the foot. We're going to do 2 kicks forward and then our hip flexor stretch. So you're going to kick forward. Good. Stretch it back. Good. Kick forward and stretch back. Good job. Kick forward and now stretch back. 4 more. Kick forward. Stretch it back. Here's 3 and stretch it back. Good. 2 and back, and just 1 more and stretch it back. Perfect. Now we're going to take both legs out and feet stay together. We're going to lift both legs at the same time. Keep the abdominals pulled in. You're going to lift for 8. Good. 7. Here's 6. 5. Good. 4. 3. Good job. 2. And last one. Very nice. Bend your knees. Now we're going to push up and come into a little mermaid. So we zigzag the legs And this is just a really great way to work the obliques, but it also is a nice side bend. So arms are out straight. You bend the elbow, bring it down, reach the arm up and over, and then you pop up to the center, grab that ankle and stretch. So inhale, center, exhale and reach. Good, pop up to the center. Grab that ankle and stretch the other side. We'll do a few more. Inhale, center, exhale, reach. Good, pop up. Grab that ankle and stretch. Good, inhale, center, exhale, reach. Good, pop up to center. Grab that ankle and stretch. Last one, inhale, center, exhale, reach. Pop up to the center. Grab that ankle and stretch. Good. Bring the hand down. Let's move the legs to the other side. So we'll start out. Either you can lay your head all the way down to the floor. And stretching that arm out. Good. You can keep the front leg knee bent and the top leg just straight out. So this is like a little platform. Keep your hips stacked, and then we're going to lift that leg up for 8. And it doesn't have to go high. Here's 7. Good, 6. Abs are on. 5. Here's 4. 3. Good, 2. And 1. Good, now point the toe. Let's circle forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more circle. You're going to pause and reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now flex the foot. You're going to do 2 kicks. So kick, kick forward and swing back. Good. Kick, kick forward and swing back. Kick, kick forward, swing back. We've got 5 more. Kick, kick forward, swing back. Here's 4. Good. 3 and back. Here's 2. And last one. Perfect. Swing it back and pause. Now we'll go ahead. I want you to, we're going to keep both legs together. So both legs straight, feet together. And let's point the toes, pull the belly in, lift the legs up for 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. Here's 4. 3. Good. 2. And last one. Nice job. Bend your knees. We're going to push up and come into our zigzag legs, which is for the mermaid. And ground both sit bones. You're going to bring your arms even to your shoulders. Take an inhale as you exhale, hand to the mat. Reach the arm up and over. Good. Pop up to the center. Grab the ankle and reach. Good. Inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale into your stretch. Pop up to the center. Grab that ankle and stretch. Good job. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach through those fingertips. Pull the belly in when you come up. Grab that ankle and open up the rib cage. Just a couple more times. Inhale, center. Exhale and reach. Good. Pop up to the center. Grab that ankle and stretch. And here's our last one. Inhale, center. Exhale and reach. Good. Pop up to the center. Grab that ankle and stretch. Nice work. Bring the hand down. Now we're going to bring our feet around. Let's inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to namaste. And one more time, fingertips down. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me for Pilates and yoga. You did an awesome job. Thank you so much. Namaste. You have a great afternoon.